So hello everyone, welcome back to another live trading session with me. So today we have got something nice planned. We're going to be taking a look at some more trades we can do and so on. So let's get straight into it. We know we're a little bit late today, a little bit later than usual, but it's okay. So, oh my screen's crashed. 1 second. There we go. Right then, we have got a nice cheeky 30k right there. So, looks like we are making already lower highs, lower lows, high, low, potential for a peak, and then a continued move to the downside right there for Bitcoin. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. $69. Tensions are pretty high. 31 ships crossed through the Strait of Hormuz, reports. So let's have a look. Yeah, so 5-minute time frame making those lower highs, lower lows. Well, to be determined still, but that is currently what we're looking at. I think we've failed. Yeah, we've failed the 77k level again. So a potential push towards the downside is still up for grabs. I'm waiting for that peak to kind of form, and then we can come in for a trade towards that downside. But for now, we kind of need to wait a little bit for that move towards that downside to show up. Well, not show up, but we need a peak. So we've got a peak, and what I'm waiting for right now is another peak. So we are currently trading below that level of, yeah, so we tried to get that back into that level, failed the 78k, and yeah, we've been coming bearish ever since. Now at the US market open, we did take a big fall to the downside, but it seems we are slowly coming up for a push. So I might actually jump in on the push for the upside really quick. Or would it be better to wait a little bit and then come in for a trade towards the downside? So what I'm expecting right now, realistically, is something like this. So we get a high, but it has to be a high that is lower than the previous one. So I'm expecting a high around the 77k area. So I believe we might get and try get a retest for that 77k level. So we'll come in at 77k for a push towards the downside. We'll do 77 and 50 just to be on the safe side. 77050. 050. And take profit would be we may have a compression triangle actually. We may have a compression triangle. So currently I believe we may have something like this. And then from the downside, we'll be looking like that. You can see price is moving within this level, so I believe we will be very, very nice to come in for a trade at that 77k level. We actually tried to crack through that level previous times before, when we obviously failed it multiple times. Then now traded and tried to come up for the 80k, not 80k, 78k, and failed, as you can see. So this is the major, the short-term support level that we had. You can see rejection there, rejection there, rejection, push to the downside, rejection, and a continued push towards that downside, coming back all the way down past 77k. Now making a low of 76,688. Now I am waiting now for that move to the upside. So let's say 77,058, somewhere along those lines. We can actually come in and make a nicer triangle. That's nice there. And for the downside, what are we looking like? We'll do that. We have a false break in that middle area there, so I reckon that will do. That will do. So you can see we've had confirmation from many candles there on the upside. Here, there, not slightly there as well, just too much there, and there. So that level looks to be pretty strong now. I am expecting now a move back down once we obviously get towards that upside. We can have a look at liquidity actually, if we've got any. So liquidity does look to be the same in both sides. So we've got 76 million the upside. Yep, and 89 in the downside. So it currently looks like we're aiming for that 76.5k level. Now currently we're at 77,948, so just below the 77k level. We'll have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum looks to be moving in an uptrend, possibly towards that previous support level. So we can have a look actually in the lower time frame, see if we can get a nice support and resistance level drawn. I'll have a look in 1 minute time frame, see what we can do with that. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. So Ethereum looks to be pushing towards the upside. So does Bitcoin as well. We might see actually maybe some weakness and a push to this level here. Solana, I mean, it's all going to be kind of in the same position. So we are making higher highs, higher lows for Solana though. MACD's kind of flat. It's not telling us, you know, that we've got some pressure for that upside movement. Buying pressure looks to be a bit weak right now, but Solana does look to be on to be looking like a move towards the upside. Now, for the support level, is that what we can kind of expect? That's what I'm seeing right now. We are slightly dipping below that level there. That's what it looks like anyway. We might be rounding off. We're struggling a little bit for the move towards the upside. Bitcoin is kind of in a bit of a undecided moment right now. Undecided moment right now. Let's have a look at crude oil actually. Crude oil, it's taken a slight push towards the downside just after the US market open. So 20 minutes after the US market open, just at 10 to 5, did see a push relatively heavy towards the downside actually. You can see the movement right there. Did come up slightly and then continued. You can see we've got a slight rejection at this level. Price has it's kept some kind of, I think we've got some kind of support at this level right now. You can see price has come to that level many times. Rejection, you can see how big these candles are. See, rejected, come up, rejected again, push the downside, rejected at this level again. You see price again comes back up. So I believe we may be in for a push towards the downside right now. Rejection at this level. Tensions are relatively the same, so we can't really base anything too much off of those. So look, MACD's running relatively, I don't know, it's running, I feel like I've got buying pressure though. That's kind of what I'm seeing anyway. We are looking to, well, strength index wise, we've got okay strength. We're still in the 60 zone. 60 zone is relatively strong, so once we get to about a 70 zone, then we could be maybe even looking for a push towards that downside. Yeah, so you see, that's why we didn't want to jump in too early. Let's have a look. Where's Bitcoin headed? Now, Bitcoin presumably would be headed for the downside, but so as oil rises, Bitcoin normally does move toward the downside. But you can see we are still continuing that move. And once price gets to that level, then I will definitely be coming in for a push towards that downside. So realistically, we can set a limit order at 77,050 and 50 towards the downside. So we get to this level. Yep, we'll do 50 just to be safe. We don't want to get too cocky, and we will come for a move towards the downside. So that's that position there. Now Ethereum as well, we could actually go for we'll leave Ethereum for now. So he does seem to be coming up to that high there. Let's have a look. So we could come in for a move at 107.74 towards a downside. Limit order 25%. Take profit would be. We'll leave the take profit for now. We'll point it for a short position. So let's have a look at Bitcoin. Not had enough momentum to catch that push for the upside. So we have got a compression triangle right now. We are still within the level of the triangle. We've been keeping actually within this level for quite some time. You can see compressing. We're going to get some. We're getting smaller candles, as you can see. So I believe we'll get a stronger move towards the downside. As we do have more liquidity, market is not liking that push towards the upside for that 78k. We had many rejections actually, multiple rejections from that level. You can see all these candles rejecting that level heavily, and then that was at the start of the day, so 11 o'clock, and then ever since we have come very bearish. So from a high of 78,150 to a low of 76,726. So yeah, the move is pretty sharp. Now we are still coming for that level. So realistically, I could put in that Bitcoin trade to come to a level of 76,500, where we have our big chunk of liquidity. As you can see, biggest chunk of liquidity is 89 million, 89.49 million at 76.5k. Stop loss will come in at so we've got a 1.1k trade as a potential profit. So realistically, we could come in at a 200, let's say 250 stop loss. So we'll do 77,000. Let's do the previous high. So we'll do 77,200. So for Bitcoin, 76,500, 77,200. That's reasonably good. That's reasonably okay. So you can see we've been making those lower highs, lower high, but then also we've been making higher lows. So if I were to just highlight those right now, it would look something like this. So we have that first low there, second low and third low, and they are all higher. So we've got higher lows, and then we have the highs, and I'm expecting the next high to be in this area where we have the limit order for 77,050. Unless we are going to be coming now in for a push towards downside, because that would be slightly unfortunate, but yes. You can see we still have room to obviously continue this movement. You can see we've got all this room here, and I am expecting to see that touch of this upper level. So before it moves towards the downside fully, I am expecting a candle to come up to this level, as we've seen many times before in this area as well. And same for the downside. Touches on a downside, touches on a downside there, and it looks like there as well. So this may be a little bounce before I move up slightly, and then a continued bounce to the downside. That's what I'm expecting right now. RSI is in the mid-range, so we are pretty neutral. Leaning more to the downside though, we're at 43, ever so slightly leaning to the downside. MACD is looking to be leaning to the downside as well. But that is unless we have some buying pressure. You can see we've got some selling pressure there from these from those two blocks there. But price has been rejected there. You can see price has been rejecting at this level. So buyers, I believe, are stepping in and not letting that price come down lower. You can see by the candle wicks. So if you guys watch my yesterday's video, then that will explain everything you need to know about candle wicks and how to actually read the candles. So make sure you check that out if you haven't already. So this is currently what this is currently what I am looking at. So we can put in the short position at this level. So our stop loss was at 77,200. So we'll do that there, and our take profit was at 76,500. So this is where we are kind of aiming for. Where is my box? So we are still keeping within this level. You can see we still are keeping within this compression triangle. We haven't broke out fully. So maybe I might have to bring that sell limit order down slightly, but I am actually going to see where the price goes, as we do still have potential to come within and claim that level actually. Yeah guys, if you're trading, then make sure you check your news sources, because I feel like I say this in every video, but it's important that you don't inform yourself, because there's a lot of things online. You can get misinformed, put in a trade, and then yeah, you lose a lot of money. It's not what you want to do. It's not what you want to do at all. So we are slowly creeping up to that position. We are slowly creeping up to that position. Let's have a look at a SUI actually. Where are we at with SUI? I believe SUI will be taken. So the SUI position will be taken once we see the Bitcoin position being taken as well. But realistically, we could as well come in for a position at this area, but we have calculated where the price is looking to be headed. And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to wait for that price to get to that level, and the order will be executed by itself. So you can see we are slowly creeping up to that level there. So we may actually have a bit of trouble getting past this previous high. Well, this is the highest we had Obviously, this movement stopped here and then came for a push to the downside, so we may struggle a little bit there. So there we go, our position was taken just then. I'm not sure if that's an actual false move right there, but I was expecting a move to the downside. What have we just had news-wise? I believe something caused that price to push so high. That price did push pretty high. Where are we at with liquidity? 89 mil, still in that downside. 17, nearly at 79k. I don't know. I feel like that's a long way to go. So you can see we did have a big push. We did have a big push there from the buyers. Buyers stepped in pretty aggressively. We do want to see that price coming down even further actually. So Wales right now are slightly bullish, bearish sorry. Mid is neutral, retail is also neutral. Not a great start at all. Not a great start at all. 77,141. We're pretty much at this previous high. First trade and we're already down. That's crazy. I don't know, I can't really tell what we're looking like with price. So I mean, I wasn't expecting this moment at all. I did have obviously a position for the downside, and you can see that well, I was expecting we hit this upper level, and then we come for a further push towards the downside. It's at 76,500 level, which was sat just down here. But instead, the market had a different approach, and yeah, we got locked out of those positions. It's an unfortunate start, but it is how it is. The thing is, like right now, even trading something like oil is, you know, it's kind of hard as well, because at any given moment we can most likely see some kind of conflict escalating or any kind of news, and that would definitely have some kind of impact. Well, obviously it depends on the news, but it would have some kind of impacts on the price. Now, we haven't had a look at oil, gold actually for quite some time, so we can have a little look at gold. Before we do that, we'll have a look at the dollar index. What's going on? Well, dollar looks pretty strong. Ethereum though has been sticking in this level of consolidation for quite some time actually. So a move continuing. I mean, I am expecting maybe then a move towards 70 at that 2,145. So right now we are at, let's have a look, 2,147 is that previous high, which was this area here. So 2,145 is kind of where I am aiming for. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. I feel like Bitcoin might retest that level again. We are getting nearly overbought right now. We're at 69. We're at 70 now. So we might see some resistance at this level. You can see we've been rejected from this level multiple times before. So ideally we could come in for a position at 77,321.3 for a rejection, 77,321.3. Now we'll do the same for SUI as well. So that would be 1.1318. 318. And Ethereum will do the same thing as well. So Ethereum, I'm looking at 2,145.95. 95 for a move towards 2,101. 2,101. Oh no, that's the take profit. 2,101 for a stop loss of, let's say, 2,160. Do 50. 50 is too much. Do 55. And we'll short that as well. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. So we have had rejections from this level many times. There. And I believe we'll get the same thing now. So right now we have to kind of just wait and see. Wait and see. We had some a little bit of conflict. Yeah, we had a little bit of conflict rising there. So we're at 71. We were at 69. Sorry. Now we are at 71 on the tension scale. The Ukrainian army has launched a massive attack on a secret FSB headquarters full of soldiers in the Kherson region. A video shows how several buildings were struck with massive, probably drones or something like that. We have dipped slightly, but we are still looking for that touch of that level there. Or is this going to be a level of where we actually start coming down towards that downside? Difficult. Yeah, that was 1 minute ago. Okay, still the sellers aren't in control yet. The price is not getting pushed down, so buyers still do have most of the control. So I believe we'll most likely see a move to this level of 7,321. Now for SUI, that position is locked in as well, so it's just at that previous peak where I believe we got rejection. We got rejection as well. So you see, we got rejection here, there, and we'll get the same most likely from what from what will happen now. I know my whole setup just died and then it came back to life, which was strange, but okay. So I'm expecting that continuation towards that upside to take that position. So I'll be back in just a second. Right guys, where are we looking like? Looks like we tried that level again and failed. That's what we're looking like. We still have some buying pressure though. We still have some buying pressure, so we may even still try and come up for that push towards that upside. We have, look, we are very, very close to that order being taken. Same for not so much for Ethereum, but Bitcoin and SUI, definitely. So we've got 3 orders currently waiting. So Ethereum, SUI, and Bitcoin, and yeah, we've not got too much to go off. Fartcoin is getting a low. We're at 35 on the RSI actually. What are we like with Bitcoin? Bitcoin's got 41. So obviously Bitcoin is the main man. Bitcoin is the center. So most coins will kind of follow kind of the same pattern and strength of Bitcoin. So if we see a big move to the downside for Bitcoin, we see a big move to the downside for everything. So you see we've got SUI, let's have a look, see, big moves to the downside. We've got Solana, not so much. Dogecoin moves to the downside. We'll definitely see a move for Pudgy Penguins. Not so much actually, but we have got one for Fartcoin though. You can see big move to the downside. Nvidia announced an 80 billion share repurchase reauthorization. Not got too much news-wise actually. Not got too much news-wise. Bitcoin is on a slow push towards the upside though now. Slow push towards the upside.
I've seen plenty of.
We were getting actually close to the downside on the RSI as well, so strength has now picked up for Bitcoin as well. We're at 45. We're back. We're nearly back in that mid-range. But it's a bit of a strange move. Liquidity does lay more in the downside. We had a position open for Bitcoin, well we still do, but you can see we kind of failed, rejection. We've got some rejection there. I did think it was going to come for a further move towards the upside. Maybe I miscalculated the trajectory of this move. So I was thinking we were going to come a little bit higher. so towards that 77,321. But it looks like Bitcoin only kind of stopped out at, let's have a look. We'll get a flat line. So Bitcoin stopped at 77,284. Now, if we were to look, that's actually a bearish candle, but price did come to that level. So realistically, we could be looking at here, but we don't have anything to kind of guide us. But we have picked up some speed again, some momentum. Back in that perfect mid-range of 51.
In the mix.
So I believe we may get another retest for that level before we, come in for a move towards the downside. We could actually consolidate in this level right now, like we did kind of here, as you can see. So we consolidated. We did come slightly lower in this region, but we did consolidate. As you can see, we've got some resistance here. So this is currently the resistance level that we have. See, price failed to get through to that level many times, many rejections, and you can see we've got some kind of support in the downside as well. We're still looking okay for strength wise, 56. Still looking good. RSI, MACD does seem to be now curling up to the upside. I don't think liquidity's changed. 89. I believe it's still the same for the downside. Yeah, so 76,500. That's the region we are aiming for as well. So right now, we do need a move up to that 77,321 to claim that sell limit position, and then we can come in for a move towards the downside. Even if we do come to this previous low, which we have, that would still be pretty nice to see. Seems we've got some resistance there. Buyers aren't pushing back as aggressively as they were. So that move has slowed down a little bit. If you haven't watched today's video, make sure you check it out. And there's a link to Everdex down in the description below. That'll take you to Everdex itself by my link. So if you guys want to trade, looking for a place to trade, then look no further. We have some very nice competitions here as well. You can win yourself a nice iPhone for 17 Pro Max. You can also have, there's big prize pools for USDT as well. So you can see iPhone 17 Pro Max, 2TB, Apple Watch Series 11, AirPods Pro 3. So we do have a lot of nice rewards. So you can see I'm currently in second place, right there, very close. So there on my other account, I'm in 6th place, right there, as you can see. So total earned is 141. So yeah, there's a lot of nice rewards that you can actually get. So price is still pushing towards that level that we looked at previously, 77,321. Same for Sui, or maybe not actually. Sui is just consolidating in this region for now. Now, Ethereum is leaning towards that upside, but it is coming up to that major resistance level that we still have in this area right here. You can see we've had many rejections from this level previously, so it's 2,145.95, well, 2,146, that kind of area is our strong resistance level. So you can see we're coming closer and closer to that level there. So I don't think Sui is picking up that momentum though, which is a little bit unfortunate. You can see for Sui, we've also been rejected from that level multiple times. But Sui does actually tend to kind of pick up the momentum as we go on. So if it's like in a slow phase where the prices are moving, give it a couple minutes, it will start picking up that speed eventually. It's the same as Pudgy Penguins, they do lag behind a little bit, so yeah, just keep that in mind if you are trading on here as well. Illegal alien. That's what they call immigrants in. Yeah, that's what they call immigrants in America, I believe. Criminal illegal alien. Manveer Singh. Nice, nice. Well, it's not nice, but it's just funny. It's just funny. So that position has been taken by Bitcoin. You can see. But I am expecting that move to be coming bearish, as we've been rejected from that level many times before. We are leaning nicely for Bitcoin there. You can see we've had rejection from that level again, a big rejection there. So a push towards that downside is definitely what I'm looking for right now. Strength-wise, we actually are still pretty okay. What do you guys think? Are we going to come back down to that level of 76,500, or are we going to break this level and continue even higher? Let me know. Let me know what you guys thinking down in the comments below. I've set a poll, whatever it's called. So I want to see what you guys think. Sui is looking pretty stable. Bitcoin on the other hand, I don't know. There's still that buying pressure there. There's still that buying pressure there, which is slightly concerning. I was expecting a sharper move to the downside, so a bigger rejection, but it doesn't seem like that's what we're getting right now. So we'll have a look at Ethereum actually. Ethereum is still nicely pushing towards that upside of that level of 2,145. Now we are, I believe, going to come down to about 2,128. I will come in for a long position once we do come back down to that level. But yeah, you can see we've been, in a bullish uptrend for quite some time now. I won't really call this a uptrend, as we are not making higher highs in some areas. So for example, here I believe we are making that higher high. Then we have a higher low, but then this area kind of lacks and does hit this support level. But then we see a sharp impulsive move towards that upside. So right now for Bitcoin, I am looking to maybe come down to this level where we previously bottomed out at. But there is a chance we do come for a, an uptrend right now up until this level, which is kind of something we have to take into consideration as well. But overall, I am expecting a move towards that downside if the situation doesn't really improve. Still 89 million. believe gold is actually in a downtrend, or it's in a downwards movement of some kind. We have got a very nice support level there actually. Well, that's what it looks like anyway. So I'm thinking of closing this position right now and entering another at that same exact level. So I mean, MACD is kind of still leaning towards the downside. RSI is looking slightly below the mid-range, but this kind of movement does look to be a uptrend to me. So you can see we've got the high, low, higher, low, and then a potential maybe another rejection and a push towards the downside. So I am going to close that trade actually. So we are still in a little bit of profit, but now I will put in another order at that same level for a short position. So So. I'm still leaning to that downside. Still 89. Bruh. I mean, this to me looks like a major level that we could, that Bitcoin will struggle to get through. So, we've had many rejections. This area, here again, and then it looks like we'll get rejected in this exact same area again.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Getting closer to that level. I believe it might spike a little bit higher, but this is kind of a level I am expecting a rejection at. See, we're having a bit of trouble at this level. I'll have a look at Ethereum actually. Let's have a look. Ethereum is still pushing for that upward, for that upside. So I believe Ethereum is also going to be coming to a major level very, very, very shortly. You can see we've had many rejections from this level, and yeah, I am expecting that price to come there and obviously move towards downside afterwards. So in the hourly chart, we are looking very bullish. We're not seeing a single bearish candle yet. So yeah, we are still looking pretty good for that move. Sui is slowly leaning towards the upside, and Bitcoin just about didn't make it to that level. Maybe we'll see it. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of a push. But yeah, that may have been, you know, well, that whole move there. I'm not going to move the position, as you know, we are in a clearer and more strict way of trading right now, so I'm not going to move that position. I'm going to let it play out the way I was looking. Looking, cooking, that's what we're doing right now. We are cooking. Yeah, so Sui is slowly coming back up to the upside. Ethereum is slowly as well. Oil, crude oil, Pepe, Pudgy Penguins, gold. That's kind of all we currently trade. Suey. See, we are still coming to that level. We still do have some buying pressure there. We'll see if we actually get that order being taken. Russian military defense summary of the progress of the Northern Military District. Yeah, that's on that war. Milk is for calves, not for coffee. Shush. We are getting closer and closer to that order. Closer and closer to that limit order being taken. We're having some trouble at this level actually. For the price to actually come and claim that order, but I am itching to obviously place it lower, but I'm not going to because this is where I have this is what I obviously calculated, and yeah, I mean, I'm not going to change it. So, Ethereum is slowly pushing towards that upside. Slowly pushing. I mean, ideally, we could also come in for a position on that trade as well. You can see we're still leaning to the upside. RSI is kind of the same. Buying pressure is still it's too hard to tell. We are in the you know, not even 10 minutes into the hour yet, so yeah, we can. We've got no candles. Candles, little blocks. You see green little blocks, so we haven't got them just yet. We're very close. We're very, very close. Very close. So close, so close. Come on now. Take that position and just fall down to about 76k and I'll be happy. I'll be the happiest chap. We're already at level 9. Crazy. Ooh. We are very, very close. Are you joking? There's no way. There's no way that price just came to there. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I want to see that order being taken, not just, you know, edged. Sui is slowly coming for that push to the upside. You're no way. Oh, there's no way. If this price comes down now, I am gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. Realistically, we could have put it slightly below. As you see, we've got confirmation of that level there. We've got confirmation there, from many other candles there as well. So this may have just been a confirmation candle. So if we had that slightly below, we may have actually had that order being taken. But yeah, we obviously don't know. So the price came to 77,320 by the looks of it. Yeah, bang on, 77,320. So we had 1.3, what is it? Well, $1.3 to go. Is that correct? Well, that is very, very unfortunate. What can I say? What can I say? I mean, right now, all we kind of have is Ethereum to push for that upside. So we could come in for a trade right there. We knocked out 90% of Iran missile capacity. Trump states the US blockade in Hormuz is completely effective and announces new anti-drone technology available. Now that was not present 2 months ago. So looks like Trump is on top. Trump is going hard. I am looking for that 2145 though. 2145.95. That's this one. 2145.95. Trump states the US blockade is completely effective. That's just been. Trump states the US has excellent drone tech to handle Iran and wants Hormuz open without fees. That's just information. Or is it a threat? Didn't you just say you had total control over Hormuz? We're getting some news now. Trump states that no ships will pass through Iran without US approval. Sorry. Trump, Iran conflicts will end very soon. What is going on? Why is there so much news coming in now? It's just all of a sudden. It's just all of a sudden. Tension has gone up though, 75. It was at 71 a couple of minutes ago. Russia successfully launched a Yars intercontinental ballistic missile capable of reaching virtually any point in Europe. Its range exceeds 10,000 kilometers. Well, that's not good. That is not good. Let's see what Trump has to say.
Uranium. No, we get the highly enriched. We will get it. We don't need it. We don't want it. We'll probably destroy it after we get it, but we're not going to let them have it. Uranium.
Good. So is that what's happening right now, is it? Is that what's happening right now? Still more liquidity in the downside. But it's like 1 minute, we're seeing, oh yeah, things are gonna calm down. It's coming to an end, all this, all that. Next thing you know, oh yeah, Iran's gonna get blown up. Great. So I'm supposed to do what? Like, come on now. Ethereum just saw a big push towards that downside now. We're still okay for this position though. We're still okay, unless Bitcoin obviously comes down even further. Then yeah, we won't be looking too good. But I believe the price is compressing into this level. So I will come in for a long position just very quickly right there. So from what I'm seeing right now is a compression into that resistance level. So we have a rising flag, I think. That's what we call that. Well, let's say we get rid of this. And that. We'll get rid of that sell limit order as well. So what I'm currently seeing is, well, that looks like a flag, right? A flag. Like this. Like in, I don't know, Super Mario. So we could see compression into that flag. So we see a move up to here, compression, and then a further move towards the upside. Unless Bitcoin has other plans, of course. Actually, we'll come past that previous low, this one here, so That could be a where we see like a shift within the market. So we'll go and come in at 77,011. President Trump gives Iran one of the harshest warnings yet as tensions grow between the US and the Islamic Republic. We're going to either make sure they don't have a nuclear weapon or we're going to have to do something very drastic. So, with that in mind, I believe we may be for a continued move toward the downside. As things don't be, things aren't looking to be very, very positive. Yeah, I'm gonna reverse them trades though. Order cash contains valid cash is quantity, not a multiple instrument. What? What? We'll have to what? Close it? We can't reverse it. There we go. For Bitcoin, I'm looking for 76,500. So look at Ethereum actually. A bit more news today, you know, more than usual, definitely. But yeah, we are getting some nice news today, actually. We are leaning towards that downside. We've broken that structure from what it looks like. So are we not going to get a move towards the upside, to the downside? Iranian arsenal comes back online faster than US can blink. Good. Tensions are still rising though, so why is price hovering and just staying still? We want to see it coming down. What is going on? Like there's more news around tensions coming out, but then I don't know, the market is kind of staying the same. It's seeing a slight move to the downside, but then at the same time, it's relatively, you know, well, no movement, which is very, very strange. 78 on attention. Is that a further move towards the downside? If it is, then it's very good. Then that's very, very good. Oh my days. I'm gonna lose my mind. So what, are we going to see Bitcoin pushing towards that upside even more? Well, realistically, we have to come past that previous high. I'm still leaning towards the downside though. I am still leaning towards the downside. So this is what we're actually doing, is it? Great. Great. Still more liquidity in the downside. I don't know why we're making this weird move in this current area what we've got right now. The move looks pretty strong, like. Bitcoin's getting me triggered. Bitcoin's getting me triggered.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Bruh. I don't even know what Bitcoin's doing right now, honestly. We're looking for that push to the downside. We've been rejected from that level twice now, and you know, we are still kind of somehow pushing towards the upside. We'll be getting more news for what, like, we'll be getting news for, what's it called? For more, you know, tensions escalating, but yeah, I mean, it's not good. Bro, your win rate is 20%. I'm not sure about that one. So it looks like we may be pushing for that level for Ethereum. So what have we got? We've still got that position for Ethereum, 2,145. I will come in for a increased position. I think we took it off actually. 77,320. 320. Where's Sui at? Sui's slowly on that climb. Let's actually have a look at Fartcoin. So you can get some nice positions on Fartcoin. Bitcoin's slightly coming bullish now. I believe we can kind of invalidate this whole move that we had. So we could be actually trading within this support and resistance level. I believe we do have some resistance, some support at the bottom here, as price has come down to this level multiple times before. Well, twice now. 3 times actually. Coming for a long position on that then. Same for Fartcoin as well. Sui as well, Fartcoin. Let's have a look. Oh, I forgot how bad. Oh, I forgot how bad Fartcoin was. So with Fartcoin, it's like you put in a position, but then your price kind of I think it's a lot of spillage in the market for Fartcoin. That's why we get these big impulses. And I remember having a bad time, bad experience with Fartcoin last time, so I think that's why I kind of didn't trade it before. Well, I traded it, but then I kind of went off it, I think the same day, which was, yeah. Bro, what is Bitcoin doing? There's so much indecision with Bitcoin, like, one minute we're looking fine, 1 minute we're looking absolutely terrible. Like, it's currently so unpredictable. We want to be seeing a move back up to the upside for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Clarity Act. New Fed chair tomorrow. Bruh. What is going on with Bitcoin right now? Someone please tell me. Someone please tell me. Gold will have a bigger move today. Entry 4508 TP 4572. Can you move yourself video please? Yes, I can. How's that? Better? Gold level bigger moves to the entry 4508. 4513. I'm not sure about that. We're still in this whole phase of consolidation. Oh, I mean, we've actually broke out above. Well, it looks like anyway. He said take profit 4572. That's quite a long way to go though. 4572. That is an insane trade. I'm not sure about that one. It's a bit of a risky trade. I mean, even if I were to put that trade on right now, let's say let's buy 18 XAUT. So we'll buy 18 tether gold, and we put in a take profit, like you said, 4,572. 4,572. That's a 1K trade. No stop loss needed. Bro sounds very confident. Bro sounds very confident. We've still got to break out through this in this area though first. Undecided with Bitcoin though. I should not have entered that fat coin position. That was very bad. Come on, man. We need to see a push. Bitcoin's been unpredictable all day. Like, you cannot tell anywhere. Like, you cannot tell anything about the price. Oh. Let's play some lucky shots. Failed. Just trade gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana because there's These are quite stable and meme coins are shit. I'm not gonna lie, meme coins are shit, but but at the same time, I don't know, it's a bit of a sticky one. I don't think golds have broken above that yet. Oh, I'll put in a different position actually. Bitcoin is slowly coming to the downside though, so these two positions should realistically hit. No, that's actually ridiculous. Like, what even is this? What even is this? Someone please tell me. Honestly, what am I looking at? We see a slow move to the downside, everything's fine. And then we have some kind of impulsive moves like that. Like, how are you actually supposed to, you know, get something going when the price moves in such a retarded way? Oh my god. No, we've got to exit that. That's cooked. Right, I'm gonna take a little 10-minute break because my head is on fire, so I'll be back very, very shortly. So we're not too bad on that gold trade, but we are looking for that upside. We have actually broken through this range very nicely, which is a good start. But it looks like we are struggling to continue to push higher. Looks like Bitcoin failed that level again. We do have a sell limit order positioned at 77,320. Still more liquidity in the downside. Ethereum looks to be maybe in a downtrend for now. We could be looking at a downtrend right now. So. Yes, we've not seen too much today, but the price is still very strange. Price is moving in a very strange direction. That limit order has been taken, but I believe we will get a rejection from that level again, unless we come in for a steep push towards the upside. So is that an actual movement, or is that just an impulse? Let's see. Got 3 more seconds on that candle. My question is, what caused this move? Was it all this pressure building in the downside? So was it all just because of this pressure? Or what are we thinking? What are we thinking? Whales are slightly bearish, mid is neutral, retail is also neutral, but mid is kind of leaning towards the bearish side. So liquidity looks relatively the same, but there's slightly more in the shorts, so 17.3 in the shorts, 16 in the longs. So that move may have actually been a false breakout unless we now start making a continuation towards that upside.
I don't want to dream the same things 1,000 times. Sometimes they talk to me about the city of fury. Maybe I'm just looking to dream about flowers. Maybe I'm just looking to dream about flowers.
I don't think there's been any news. Would have got a some kind of, you know, a signal. Like there's not really anything. Egyptians may have grievances. Trump postpones hotly anticipated AI executive order. I mean, there's not really anything. Question is, are we going to still continue bullish? Or are we going to come back within that level?
I don't want to dream the same things 1,000 times. Sometimes they talk to me about the city of fury. Maybe I'm just looking to dream about flowers.
What is this song? We're cooked. We're getting absolutely cooked.
Maybe I'm just looking to dream about flowers.
Oh my god. We're at 83 on the MACD. I believe we'll retest that 78k. We'll come in for 78k there for Bitcoin.
This is the end of a cycle. Behind the door lies the truth.
We need to keep coming bullish up until that's 78k, then we can start coming down for that move. Why am I not seeing this though? The final draft of the US-Iran agreement has been reached with the mediation of Pakistan, which is expected to be announced within the next few hours. That is good. No.
This is the end of a cycle. Behind the door.
Harry, where are you getting these sources from, bro? That SUI position is looking very, very bad, but I am expecting Bitcoin to fail to reclaim this level of 78k, unless we get obviously, you know, talks or something positive happening. Otherwise, yeah, we could be looking pretty bad. Yeah, whole gold trade's going good. Gold trade's going good. We are plus 369. That sweep position's not doing well, as I am expecting a TP is 4566. If you guys have any trades, then let me know. Maybe we can experiment a little bit with your trades. So I'll obviously have to evaluate them when we, you know, start. Otherwise, I could be entering anything. So We want to see Sui actually staying steady for now, until we actually see that move for Bitcoin coming in for a reversal. I think we've got some rejection there. We've still got obviously the chance to come in for that continuation towards that upside. Market's looking very volatile right now. So if we do go past that previous low, then we could be in, you know, to close in that position. But buyers are pushing back. Buyers are pushing back. So pretty much if we get a no deal from Iran again, then yeah, you know, prices are going to be coming down. And if we actually get, you know, war is over, you know, agreement's been made, then yeah, everything is going to be looking very positive. But right now, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. But the news will be coming out in the next couple of hours, so make sure you guys are, you know, ready for that. Gold is kind of lacking a little bit behind. So in order for this move to continue, we would need to make a higher high and a, you know, if we don't get it, then that would be a weakness and will most likely be in for a move towards that downside. RSI is looking in the 70 zone as well, so we are looking a bit on the overbought side. I'm thinking I am going to close that position. Yeah, definitely, of course. Definitely. It's better when everyone, you know, kind of joins in, gives their own little outlook, opinion, you know. I'm not someone who's going to, you know, deny it or anything like that. Like, I'm a totally positive person, so if you guys have any questions, suggestions, things you would maybe want to see, feel free to message in that chat box down below. Bitcoin is looking pretty shaky. I'm so close to closing this position. I'm actually so close. Or do we just wait? What do you guys think? Do we wait until we get to this sell limit order and then our position will get closed out? We do have a SUI position open, but it's in a very dangerous position right now. $1.4K, that's crazy. But I am still leaning towards that downside, so that position, it's just that it's such a big position, that's why. But I believe a rejection from this 78K level could be what we are looking for. Like, the rejection is pretty widespread as well. You know, we're not getting like any big moves straight away into, let's say, you know, 78K plus. We're getting some drawbacks definitely. Like, you can see where we entered the position, you know, and where we are. So this move is literally nothing, but we are in a very bad bit of we're in a very bad loss right now. But yeah. I'm very close to closing that position. I do believe we'll come for a move towards that downside. What are we looking like? 70 is there. We're looking at 70 area for the MACD. We seem to be kind of rounding off. I'm going to close it right there. And now I want to see a push towards that downside. I'll actually come in for a short position right there. The US Justice Department charged former Cuban President Raul Castro with murder in the 1996 shootdown of 2 civilian planes. Bruh. Like, look how many years have gone past. 26, 30 years have gone past, and only now they are, you know, charging him with murder. Bro got away with it for 30 years. That's crazy. That is crazy. We need to see that movement to the downside. I'm getting a little bit scared now. I'm expecting Ethereum to be coming to the downside as well, as we are, let's have a look. Yeah, this is where we've been rejected from many times before. So for Ethereum, I am definitely looking, I push to the downside.
I have a problem.
Same. I want to see that rejection. I want to see that rejection. Is that the rejection we were waiting for? It needs to be a lot more aggressive though. It needs to be a lot more aggressive. Otherwise, we are going to be cooked. We are going to be cooked. That position needs to come all the way down. We're up we are up 70 on Ethereum, 70 on Bitcoin, but we need to see that move continuing to the downside. We need to see that move continuing to the downside. We need to see that rejection from this level that we have right now. We don't want to be seeing a further push to the upside. I don't know why we are getting that right now. Maybe because we had that, critical tweet or post or whatever it was saying that the war could be over, but I don't think that's going to be what'll be happening. What do you guys think? Let me just drop it in the comments below. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This order is crazy. We are seeing a bit of weakness though towards the upside. That is what we want to be seeing. We haven't made, well, we could still be in a position to make a new high, obviously coming past this previous one. But we are seeing some weakness. I am expecting a move to continue down to the downside. I did open that position way too large. But yeah, that is not good. That is not good. Looks like Sui is on a move to the downside, slowly but surely. We want to see the same for Bitcoin. A continuation to the downside. Looks like we've got a, what's it called? What's the word? I forgot. I've forgotten the word. But we have a doji candle right there, and the word, I'm so close to getting the word. I've not got it, it's not there. It seems we are slowly getting lower highs, lower lows. Let's have a look. So we have the high, low, high, expecting a lower low that would come past that previous one, and then something like that. That would be absolutely amazing. That would be absolutely amazing to see.
But in the meantime, what would I advise? What do I suggest? I suggest you move on. I suggest you move on.
Let me know what you think in the comments below. Click that. Click whatever one you think is going to happen. Are we going to get a stop to the war, or is it going to be no agreement? Let me know what you guys think.
I bet money. You still have her number in your phone. You still have things around the house. Just yesterday's gone. Just forget it and move on. And it's like a wound. It's like a cut. All right. It'll start scabbing over, but we'll just keep ripping that scab off. We'll keep picking that scab off. We'll just keep on. And so it doesn't heal. All right? It's not easy. I know. And it seems like you'll never get over it.
Looks like we're in that further move, bigger move to the downside. I want to see a lower low though. That is definitely what I want to be seeing. A lower low forming. No news for now. No news for now. Tension is still relatively the same. We're looking good, we're looking good. I believe we made a lower low as well, which is very nice to see. We want to see that move continuing until we get way past our entry level for on Sui. That is definitely what we want to be seeing.
This is the
Nice, very nice. Needs to continue though, needs to continue. Needs to continue. Let's have a look. Sui. Yeah, we are on a slow move towards that downside. We are in some profit with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum will be what I have looked at coming in for a move towards the downside pretty heavily, as we are at a pretty major resistance level for Ethereum. We've been consolidating in this space for quite some time, you know. You can see, let's have a look. So this is the consolidation phase that we've been moving in for, let's say, since the 18th of May. So that's 3 days of consolidation. Today's the 21st. Now, you can see we've been moving within this level for quite some time. Now, I am expecting a move all the way back down to 2,101. So we are currently looking pretty positive for Ethereum. You can see we have kind of rounded off right now, and the RSI is slightly getting weaker. MACD is pulling us to the downside. We're running parallel with these levels, and yeah, we are looking pretty good. But we still need to continue this movement, and Sui does need to catch up with this whole movement, as that position was a little bit too silly. And you can see we are in a nasty bit of loss currently, but we are on the move back to the downside. So this move genuinely, you know, depends on Bitcoin. Not entirely, but most of it does depend on Bitcoin, as Bitcoin is kind of the, you know, king of the castle. So yeah, I am expecting that move to continue. Right, guys, we are slowly coming to an end to the session. So there'll be a link to, well, there is a link to Everdex in the description below. Make sure you check it out. There's a lot of nice things you can actually win on here. So if you're trading consistently, you have a nice chance of actually winning an iPhone 17 Pro Max. A 2 terabyte edition though, you know, that's the best one. That's the best one of them all. You can win AirPods Pro. You can win, you know, what's it called? The Apple Watch. There's a lot of competition as well within this platform. So we have prize pools as well. So if you get to like a certain level, then you obviously can get a prize, which is obviously USDT. So if you fancy, definitely check it out. We want to be seeing that move continue. We want to be seeing that move continuing to the downside. Expected terms in final draft of US agreement. Immediate and comprehensive ceasefire on all fronts. All parties mutually agree to refrain targeting infrastructure. Freedom of navigation in the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz is guaranteed under a joint monitoring mechanism. Sanctions will be gradually lifted in exchange for Iran's compliance with the terms of the deal. Negotiations on outstanding issues will begin within a maximum of 7 days. Iran's President Pezeshkian is leading efforts to restrain the IRGC from overstepping on political and diplomatic policy making. The agreement is expected to be announced within the next few hours. Turn on post notifications. We'll be bringing it to you. Now, that is scary, as I'm not sure how our positions are going to do. I just want Sui to be coming back to that level, as we did make a silly mistake in putting in a huge number for that position. We still have room to come down and, you know, continue this downwards move. But we are getting a stronger push now, which is not what I want to be seeing. Buys are stepping in. Buys are stepping in. There's still more liquidity in the downside. Yeah. We haven't made it past that previous high, which is good for now, anyway. So we need to continue that move towards that downside. So you can see Ethereum has pushed slightly above that level now. But I believe we will get rejected and move down even further. Right guys, we are at an end to this session, so I thank each and every one of you for watching. Check that link in the description down below, which does take you to Everdex. It's a platform you see me use all the time, so you know it's good. Check it out if you haven't already. And I thank each and every one of you for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.